is Select.
Music, please.
Well, good morning. This is Leon LaRosa live right here on Select. Thank you very much to Ricky Paul for the past couple of hours. Great show as always from Ricky. I hope your weekend is off to a flying start. So let's get down to business. I've got bags and bags of promos, unreleased gems, and the greatest house music from all over the world to play you today. And of course, if you've seen on socials, I've got some very, very special guests with me. Hiast, production duo from the northeast of England. Graham and Glenn, how are you both?
Great, thank you, Leon. Thank you so much for having us. How are you?
Yeah, good. It's an absolute pleasure. Obviously, we've been talking about getting you on the show for a long time, so thanks very much for making the journey all the way down for us.
Thank you so much.
We're going to be chatting to Hiast in the first half of the show, or I'm going to be chatting to Hiast in the first half of the show. We're going to talk about their influences, how they get started, their own label, Third Room Records. Really want to dig deep on that one. And then they are going to be taking over the hallowed Select turntables for their own hot mix in the second hour. So make sure you stay locked for that. If you'd like to get questions in for Hiast, I know they're very popular. I know lots of you listening out there will know their tracks very, very well. Do send in your questions and comments on WhatsApp and text on 07427 000 If you are listening from outside the UK, WhatsApp us and use +44 7427 000 Or if you know me or you know the guys, just drop us a message on Instagram at LaRosa UK or at Hiast UK. We'll keep an eye on our phones as well for you international messages. Messengers? People who message in. But I've also got amazing new music from Murphy's Law, Matthias Tanzmann, Atlos, Moscat, of course Hiast, and many, many more. But I want to get started today with something a little bit special. This is an exclusive new promo from all-round super producer and friend of the show, Barney Osborne. Now, Barney is released on some of the biggest and best labels in the game, including Rub Soul, Purveyor Underground, Scream Soda, and loads more. This track is upcoming on Barney's own imprint, Groove Lounge Records. I'm a big fan of this one. I really like it. It's got Barney's signature sound all over it. This is called Sound and Soul.
Say welcome now to the Sound and Soul. We decided that we were going to make an album called, because philosophically that's where it was going to be. You know what I mean?
sounds and soul.
We decided that we were going to make an album called, because philosophically it's where we're going to be. You know what I mean?
London's #1 for electronic music. Nobody does it better. We are Select Radio.
We most certainly are, and welcome again to the show this Saturday lunchtime. Well, nearly lunchtime. Every time I'm on the show and I say lunchtime, all of a sudden I get hungry. I'm like, what am I going to have? What am I going to have? So, in the studio with me, I have some very special guests. But first of all, just some housekeeping. You can listen to Select on 94.4 FM in London, DAB in Norwich, Brighton, and in London on the Select app, available for all platforms on your App Store now, and all over the planet via the web at www.selectradioapp.com, our brand new shiny website. Go and have a play with that. I kicked off today's show with Sound and Soul from Barney Osborne. That is forthcoming on Groove Lounge, and followed that with Set Me Free, which is new by Ghetto Groove on Demure's superb label Purveyor Underground. Wherever you are in the world, I hope the weekend has kicked off well for you. It's kicked off very well for Matt. He was listening from Hadrin Beach in Koh Phangan. He says, where full moon parties are just getting ready for a big night out, tuned into Select. Well, thank you very much, Matt. Hopefully we can get you in the mood for a big lunchtime out from our perspective, but night out from where you are. Also, just messaged in is Louis London, who says bring on that funky house. Absolutely, Louis, thank you for being on board as always. If you want to get your shouts on the show today, text or WhatsApp on 07427 000 944. I want to know your name, where you are, what you're up to this weekend, and you could be on the air soon. Now then, excuse me. Very excited because in the studio I have the wonderful and very talented production duo Hiast. How are you guys?
Great, thank you. How are you, Leon?
Very, very well. So, just a bit of background on these two geniuses. Graham and Glenn combine production knowledge with their musical influences to produce a range of house genres, it's fair to say. They've released on labels as wide and diverse as Nervous Records, Brobot, Let There Be House, Scream Soda, Chuggy Tracks, Beard Music, and many, many more, as well as running their own fantastic label, Third Room Records. Now, if you're a regular listener to the show, you will know that Third Room has featured, it's pretty week in, week out, really, it's staple of the show. And we're going to talk about that in more detail soon. But let's start at the beginning. How did you guys meet, and what made you start making music together?
I originally started Hiast with another friend who then didn't decide that it was for him or anything like that. And I approached Glenn when he started to produce to see if he wanted to join Hiast, but he'll tell you more on the story about that, how that happened.
Yeah, so it was...
Bear in mind, we are broadcasting live on FM here, so...
yeah, for sure.
It's all clean, don't worry.
Yeah. So it was the summer of 2017, Ibiza weekend in... Radio 1 weekend in Ibiza.
Yep.
And Graham sent over an idea. It was a piano house track, and he said, Glenn, do you want to do a remix of this? I said, yeah, let's have a look at it. Done a remix, and he went, Glenn, that's phenomenal. It's better than the version I've done. Do you just want to put it out together and we'll join Hiast? And then it's just gone from there.
That was it.
The rest is history.
That's it.
That's where the magic happened. So with you guys both producers, obviously, when you came together, when did you get the bug for dance music?
I've had it for years, to be honest. I used to sing as a kid, and then, of course, puberty hit and that kind of disappeared. And that's when I started getting into trance and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I suppose, early secondary school to the end of secondary school, big on trance. Went to college to do music, met the lad who I started with, Hiast, and he got us into Head Canyon Funky House, and that was, again, just went from there, absolutely fell in love with house, and I've never looked back.
Amazing.
For me, it's literally from the beginning, since 92 onwards. You know, obviously I'm 31 now, and it has been dominated my whole life. I still remember now listening to stuff on Nervous Records in the summer, playing on my swing in the garden, cars flying past, people back in the day in the 90s where they'd have the windows open, blasting the radio and stuff. Then got my first pair of decks at just before I turned 14, Stanton STR81s, direct drives, was playing anything from being a northeast lad, it was all Makina, hardcore, but having like all classic house and a few other bits of genres like Euro dance, Italo dance, all that sort of stuff. But always had a love for house music. Always, it has been like me passion all my life. When I had a couple of DJ opportunities, played in Ibiza at that upstairs in the Highlander bar. It was only for a week, but it was a fantastic experience. And then from then on, wanted to learn production, went to Newcastle College and stayed on, done that. It was 9 years in total with the university on. Came out with a BE Honours degree. straight from that into alternative education, tutoring as a DJ, music producer, and then now self-employed with Analog Sound Studios and Third Room Records, mixing and mastering and stuff, and E&R, head guy of the label, and so on, and just Hiast.
Fantastic.
Loving it.
That Highlander bar in Ibiza, you know, there must be something about it, because there's quite a few people who've gone on to big things who started off there. I read an interview just a couple of weeks ago, the DJ Hannah Lang, who's obviously doing really big things now. I saw an interview with her with Mr. Jam, one of our friends over at Capital, and she was saying she never DJ'd before. She went to Ibiza and just accidentally got asked to DJ because the DJ didn't turn up at Highlander bar, and ended up staying there for a week and DJ'd for 8 hours every single day. And that was it after that.
Andy Rayside as well, who's now one of the main booking agents for Defected.
Wow.
He was DJing alongside me one of the nights I was there.
I wonder what they're doing at Highlander. But I think there is something to be said about those kind of gigs, especially where you are effectively a resident, where you're paying 8-hour sets like every day. You can't get that kind of experience. You can't build those kind of skills from half-hour sets, hour sets here and there. You really need to get those kind of residencies under your belt as a new DJ, I feel.
Definitely agree,
Totally agree.
Good stuff. And at home as kids, most of the DJs and producers that I speak to had access to or lived in a house where music was playing all the time when they were kids. And usually it's soul and funk and disco. Is that the case with you guys?
So from being a young kid, like I said, I'd always been singing and stuff. I used to take a lot of influence from my parents, and I started listening to a lot of stuff from the 80s onwards, and just like I say, I just grew up with the music around me, and then obviously found the dance music. And then when I was about 11, that's when I started first dabbling in production. On 11, it was probably I think FL Studio, that people will be aware of, but it was actually called Fruity Loops at the time. It was like one of the very early versions of it, and I started out messing around with that and doing like little 4-bar loops and like trying to make songs out of that. And it wasn't really a serious thing for me really until about 2013 production, but I'd always messed about with it from being a young kid. I always loved music, I always played my dance music, and like I say, I found out later that my mum told me that my dad used to listen to a lot of like George Benson and Marvin Gaye and stuff like that. So I guess it's in my roots, I suppose.
Yeah, for me, it was, I would say my brother influenced us a little bit with some of the music he was playing, but it was very much off my own back. The things I would hear around. My mum and dad, well, my dad banging his heavy metal, Iron Maiden, and all that sort of stuff. My mum, country and western. So, but then you can just take influence, especially now as a producer, you can take influence from all those sort of genres and come up with inspiration. I do it all the time. But in terms of music, it was a lot through school and stuff where I discovered it. You know, junior school, senior school, and then obviously from there on, just self-looking.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to talk more to the guys in a little bit, but for now, let's play a quick record, a normal speed record, a nice record. This is new on Rob Soul. It's from Likind and Fat Algerian. Now, I always say this guy's name is Fat Algerian, but it could be Fat Algerian, maybe. But the track is, Glenn's laughing here in the studio. You guys know this guy, don't you? And I'm pronouncing his name really badly. Well, he's very talented, whatever his real name is, and if you're listening, I apologise profusely. The track is called Phantom Club. It's out now on Rob Soul.
Shake the boot. Shake the boot. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Close your eyes, move your body, drop your feet where you wanna be. You know, that place is full everywhere, everywhere, yeah. You know that place is crazy, you know people are crazy. You know that music's crazy, you know that DJ's spinning. You know that place is crazy, you know people are crazy. You know crazy. You know that DJ spinning. You know that bass is crazy. You know people are crazy. You know that music's crazy. You know that DJ spinning. You know that bass is crazy. You know people are crazy. You know that music's crazy. You know that DJ spinning.
Station. In Select, we trust.
All right, we certainly do. He says turning that down. We certainly do trust in Select. Welcome along again, Saturday lunchtime. That was Phantom Club by LeKind and Fat Algerian on a Rob Soul record. I'm going to have to contact this guy and ask him, aren't I? Don't forget, get your questions and comments in for Hiast, as well as your shout and messages on WhatsApp or text on 07427 000944. Where are you today? What are you up to? Where are you going tonight? Who with? To the rest of the day on Select looks like this. At 1 o'clock we have Kay Coleman. At 3 p.m. Tom Short. 5 p.m. Stereotype. 7 p.m. Nick Christoforou. At 9 is 174 Collective, Cypher and Monotracks. 11 o'clock The Incredible Wolf. And at midnight the dynamic duo Cruel Intentions. So whatever you're doing this weekend, keep it locked to Select. Now, I just want to say a word about our next Radio Warriors party at Ministry of Sound. It's on the 20th of January. It's really a year now since I've been running Radio Warriors at Ministry of Sound, and if you came along to the first party, which was in January last year, you remember it was amazing. We completely sold the place out. There was a queue around the block till about 4 o'clock in the morning, and we brought one of the biggest international lineups of DJs for you, certainly for a wet January day in London, and it was a great night, and that really set the tone for the rest of the parties we've held at Ministry of Sound and other venues throughout the course of the year. Now, I'm particularly excited for this one on the 20th of January because our headliner, you may have seen on the Ministry of Sounds feed and on Future London's feed is none other than Chicago legend Gene Farris. Now, you may not know too much about Gene Farris. He's really someone who's been around for a very, very long time. But just to give you a little bit of background on him, he was and is, he says, looking for his notes, he basically lives and breathes house music. He's a bona fide Chicago legend. He's been pushing musical boundaries for over 30 years and spinning at underground warehouse parties from the early 90s to the present day. He also works with world-leading artists right now to this day, and labels including Relief, Dirty Bird, Circus, Viva Music, Defected, Repopulate Mars. All these labels have released his music and championed him over the years. He also has his own imprint, Farris Wheel Recordings, which is an amazing, amazing label. I recommend you go and check it out. He's also become a go-to collaborator for many of the modern artists you will know and love, including Subfocus, Cashmere, Green Velvet, Loco Dice, John Summit, Reva Star, Mark Knight, and Jamie Jones. They all seek him out for his incredible insight and long tenure in house music. Started his career spinning. He was one of the Powerhouse's first resident DJs in Chicago in the late 80s, and also held an 8-year residency at Chicago's infamous Boom Boom Rooms. Moved over to Europe and then held down a 4-year residency at Jimmy Woo in Amsterdam, after which his studio time just went through the roof, and he's made an impact ever since. We're really, really excited to host him. So if you know who he is, if you don't, go and check him out right now. Find some of his tracks. My favorite is called The Big Doobie, one of the best records I think I've heard for ages, and we're very excited to host him. Now, if you want to be the first in the know for tickets for this party, you can sign up at selectradioapp.com as always. I think the links are about to start appearing in our socials, but you can click there and get on the what do you call it, like a pre-sales email. So we'll email you as soon as pre-sale tickets are available, basically. So very, very excited about that. So back to today. In the room we have the incredible Hiast, nodding away there when we're talking about Gene Farris. You guys fans?
Legend. Love his stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. So, also talking about record labels, Gene Farris obviously runs Farris Wheel. I want to talk a bit about your own label, Third Room Records. Obviously, if you're a regular listener to the show, you'll know Third Room pretty well now. I play all of your tracks, and the quality bar is set very, very high, I feel. Excuse me. Why did you choose to start it?
Basically, it was a university project. I was given 3 options in 2018. Right, for your assignment, you can either do this, this, or this. It's got to be business orientated, and you've got to develop it to continue after you've left university. Got a record label, and then I think it was like radio, and I can't remember what the third one was. Yeah. I was like, record label. I was like, for many reasons. So we were kind of building, as Hiast, we were kind of building our profile, you know, with tracks and not really getting anywhere with them. It was like perfect platform, put them out to the world on our label if no other label picks them up. Same for other artists who are struggling, because we've been in that position, or were in that position at the time as well. And then we released four tracks on the label. It was mainly us, wasn't it?
So there was us, another lad that we knew, and we just did a few tracks. But at the time we weren't producing way less than what we are now, so we didn't really have much follow up. So we Glenn finished his uni project. We had it there. The label was all set up. We had the artwork, stuff like that. And then we kind of decided we were going to focus on our production more and build up more of a catalogue, and then we'd go back to the label and then relaunch it, which is what we did. We then brought in Mark Holmes alongside us to help us run the label, and then we just went from there. We relaunched. It was around this time last year, wasn't it, when we relaunched
exactly a year ago.
Yeah. So we relaunched that, and the aim was to try and put 2 EPs a month out. Perfect. Which is kind of what we've managed this year, and we're just looking to grow again next year.
And just want to give a massive shout out to Mark Holmes, because the stuff he does behind the scenes is incredible. He's the guy that sorts out all of the financial side of things, getting the artwork done, the scheduling of things.
Yeah, he does a lot of behind the scenes stuff that keeps it going. So yeah, big shouts to Mark.
He's so humble and down to earth, and he deserves the credit. And I really do want to say this live on air. for everyone to hear how much of a good guy he is and to thank him personally for everything he's done.
Yeah, he's also a great producer as well. I know he's had a few releases on the label, but yeah, he's a great producer as well. So
I was just going to say that. I didn't realise what we talked obviously beforehand about you saying your colleague Mark helps run the label. I didn't realise it was Mark Holmes. He is a very talented producer. I love his work. So shout out to you, Mark, if you're listening. I'm sure you are somewhere. Send us a message if you are, 07427 000 944. Or text the guys, one of the two. What's the A&R process for the label?
Basically, we have 2 emails. Well, we've got 3 emails there, but info@thirdroomrecords.com and demos@thirdroomrecords.com. That's mainly where the demos do come through. Obviously, the demo one will get a few Facebook messages personally. Mark will usually get them because I can't get them to load up on my phone for some reason. So Mark sees them, we've got a WhatsApp group. He drops everything in there. Lads, new demos just dropped. I'll go and check it out, download it, play it, have it my thought. I'll see what the lads think. I love it. Yeah. Send it to the lads, put it in a clip, and then we'll go from there. As soon as I get the go ahead from them too, it's like, well, or if me and Graham like it, Mark doesn't. It's like it's 2 to 1, so it's going out.
Nice.
And then I'll just contact the artist back, get all the info, type the contract up, net schedule it, label works, wait for the artwork to come through, set the dates.
Sometimes as well, if we like the track but we don't feel it potentially is as strong as it could be, we offer a remix as well to go with it. So there's a few that we've had where we've done a remix as well to put it out. Not always that's not always the process. And like I said, we just if we like a track, sometimes we have to remix it.
It's not the sole reason why we'll do a remix, just to cover the track not doing well on its own. Sometimes we genuinely love the track and we're like, we want to put a spin on it because we know where we could take it with this as well. The Fed Funk one's a perfect example. Can We Go? Great track on its own, but we took it on a tour. We only used the vocal. We had a whole original track there and put the vocal in and worked with it. And
obviously our Jack and vibes, we can earmark if we think, that would work really well with our Jack and style. We ask if we can do that. So
Excellent. Well, while we've been talking, we do have a question that's come in. It says, Dear Hiast, what is your favourite release this year? And that comes from Mark at Third Room Records, listening in a coffee shop in Edinburgh.
Yes, Mark. That is a tough question.
To put us on the spot.
It's got to be either Change the World or Love Bomb with Lebedev on Grooveforia.
Nice.
For the obvious reasons. Lebedev, he's Ukrainian. He's been through hell in the last year, and then trying to put a bit of positivity into the world. So obviously Love Bomb and Change the World, which ironically we didn't name them personally for that. The samples had those scenes in them. And it's so fitting on many things. And shout out to Jasmik for signing that as well.
Of course. That
Great guy.
Was it a 50th release or something on Grooveforia? Yeah.
20, I think, was it the 50th or 20th? It was something.
It was
one of the landmark ones.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike at Jasmik, another one amazing small label that's out at the moment. As the label gets bigger, that's assuming you want to make the label bigger. What challenges are there moving from being a relatively small label to like bumping into the larger ones? What challenges can you see in? I'm not really making myself very clear, am I?
No, I know what you're getting at.
Making a label bigger.
Trying to get bigger artists on. Like your headlining artists, more support on big radio shows as well. That helps massively.
There's a financial aspect as well. Obviously, you've got to have the money there to try and build that as well. There's quite a few challenges, but we've got a 5-year plan, haven't we, really, of where we want to grow, how we want to grow it, and hopefully the aim is to try and put some events on as well.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I was speaking to Grim about this the other day, like Late Night Jackin', shout out to those guys, Paul and Alex and Junior. They were over in Amsterdam, put an event on last minute for Late Night Jackin'.
I saw that.
It's like something we could potentially do, maybe not next year, but the year after, once we grow a little bit more. It doesn't have to be in the northeast of England or anywhere in it. It could be overseas, especially where everyone's together. And if we've got a few other artists, especially like the guy like Atlaws and so on in Australia, they decide to come over to Amsterdam for ADE. It's a perfect reason to get them on. If we say, we'll get you on a set one time.
Definitely. Yeah, that's an amazing idea. I love that. So, as we're talking about releases, as we're talking about Third Room, we'll get back to some music and play a new track. This is a new promo on Third Room. It's got a remix from the amazing Moscat over in Toronto. It's the Messing With My Mind from yourselves and Carl Booth, featuring the amazing vocalist Just Jenna. Tell us a bit about that, how that track came together.
Yeah, so I was working with Carl on this one. Always wanted to do a collaboration. Love Carl's stuff. Actually discovered him through YouTube.
Through YouTube?
He was doing tutorials and things. Recognised he had kind of a northeast accent, but that County Durham / Darlington accent. Went on Facebook, added him as a friend, got talking to him. I said, where are you from? Newton Aycliffe, which is right next to Darlington. Just got on talking ages and ages, and he said, oh, we'd love to do a track with you because I'm a massive fan of Hiast. I went, thank you. So we started, came up with some ideas. He sent melodic parts over, I'd done all the drums, structured it, had an instrumental there, and messaged Jenna, would you like to do the vocals for it? Messing With My Mind was born, signed to Third Room.
Fantastic.
And then for the compilation, here's the exclusive for a remix of Moscat. It's incredible.
So this is an exclusive for Select.
100%.
A brand new Moscat remix. Moscat said he might be listening to the show, so if you are, big shout out to you.
Shout out to Moscat.
Also to
Top
Jenna
guy.
as well, everyone involved in this track. Let's give it a play. This is Messing With My Mind with Moscat on the remix. It's from Hiast and Carl Booth featuring Just Jenna, and it's going to be out. What's the release date?
It's the 14th of December worldwide.
Worldwide release 14th of December.
30th of November, track source exclusive for 2 weeks.
So you know where to get it. But for right now, here it is.
UK's #1 house music station. In Select We Trust.
All right, we certainly do. In Select We Trust, he says, fiddling with the knobs on the mixer. I can't do two things at once, you see. All right, so that was, of course, Messing With My Mind, an exclusive play of the brand new Moscat remix from Hiast, the guys in the studio, Carl Booth, and featuring vocalist Just Jenna, which is released on Third Room Records, a Track Source exclusive on the 28th of November, did you say?
30th
of November, so close. And then a global release on the 15th? 14th. Oh, so close. 15th of December. Oh, dear. Here we go. Also, during that track, we got a message from Just Jenna herself. Thanks very much for tuning in, Jenna. And the question for you guys is, what's your goal for next year? Good question.
Really good question. We were actually talking about this last night. Shout out to Jenna, by the way. Lots of love, massive respect, and just keep smashing it as always. Goals for next year: get signed to, try and get our stuff signed to new labels. Definitely try and get more gigs. Gigs is the big one. And yeah, just
build the label, I suppose.
Build the label and just keep networking with new people.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Keep delivering.
Fantastic. I think that's good advice for most things, especially in music, especially in DJing, is keep doing what you're doing. You know, I'm kind of like of an age now where people start asking my opinion. It's like younger DJs come in and say, how do you get there? How do you do this? How do you do that? And you say, well, whatever you're doing now, if you love it, keep doing it. Don't worry about what other people think. Focus on what you love doing. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, and good things will happen. Excuse me. We're going to talk more about your production style in a minute, but first it's time for a very, very quick roundup of my pick of the events going on in London today. I've chosen the capital rather than any other cities because the London stand floors are having it today. I don't know what it is about this date, but there's a lot on. First up, down at Ministry of Sound, our second home here at Select, is Groove Odyssey with Louis Vega headlining. He's doing a special 3-hour set. That will be a real treat. Monique Bingham doing a live PA also will be fantastic, and then ably supported by Bobby and Steve, Sean McCabe, and another live PA from Lifford. If you're a fan of Camel Fat, they are having a very big day of it. They're playing a headline show at Drum Sheds this afternoon. This afternoon into this evening. Drum Shed is about to open in 15 minutes. If you're in the queue, I hope it's not too long. That'll finish at 11. And then the guys are moving to Coco in Camden for another headline show later tonight. Now, both events are sold out, which is no mean feat. Now, selling out Coco is a big thing, but then selling out the 15,000 capacity Drum Sheds on the same day is just unbelievable. So best of luck to the boys for both shows today. If you are on the way there, have a great time. I really like the look of this one. This is Perplex, a party series you might be aware of if you're into the kind of more melodic house and techno scene. They have DJ Tennis on an all-night long set. Now, DJ Tennis, another underrated DJ, I think. If you know, you know. Fantastic DJ. Always plays something amazing. He's on all night long. The venue for tonight's party is One Marylebone, where Perplex are kind of resident. One Marylebone is a fantastic venue. It's a lovely old church just by Regent's Park here in the capital, and Perplex always put on a great event, so that's one to look out for. Also on my radar are Love Juice at Studio 338 with SL, former headliner at one of our shows last year, and Charlotte Van der Peer, who is the wonderful resident. Secret Sundays at Corsica Studios. Secret Sundays always put on a great party. We have Art Bat at Exhibition London. That should be a big one. The Big Disco with Moose T down at Brixton Jam. That's going to be a lot of fun, and many more. A very, very busy weekend on the nation's dance floors. Obviously, in my case, right here, the capital dance floors. Hiast and I are going to go out later on. I don't know where we're going to end up.
Should be good fun anyway.
It'll be a good night wherever we go.
We'll do. We're going to have something to eat and then see if we can knock on the door of a club. So we are coming up to the halfway point of the show at 12, but we just got time to talk a little bit more about your style. I think your production style is pretty unique, and I wanted to find out who are your influences. How does that feed into the work that you make?
So that, like I said earlier, I grew up listening to dance music pretty much from a very early age, and me and my best friend used to love Daft Punk Discovery, used to listen to that album a lot. So I suppose for me that was a heavy influence. I always liked that filtered house sound. I used to listen to a lot of that style around that time. There was a load of tracks. I had a few on vinyl as well, and some different little promos with that sort of sound in, and that for me was something I loved. I love the French house sound.
Exactly the same here. French house sound, it's the best. You know, Thomas Bangalter, Daft Punk, Ian Puri, you know, Junior Sanchez for the jack and driving stuff, same for Todd Terry with a raw groove. That's what I'm all about, and that's kind of what the influences we put into our productions.
And as well as producers, a lot of our strengths and weaknesses differ. So what I'm pretty good at, Glenn isn't so good at, and likewise what he's good at, I'm not so good at. And that's how I suppose we work as a duo. We play on our strengths and put the things together, and that's where we come up with the best ideas, I think.
Graham tends to write more of the bass lines, the melodics. I do the drums, mix down, mastering, and then we kind of both do the arrangement, don't we?
Yeah, we do the arrangement together to decide where we want to put stuff in there. And like I said, it works a dream, and that's, I suppose, in a way how we're able to get tracks done a lot quicker than we used to be able to, because we realise what our strengths and weaknesses are and just focus on that and just bounce the ideas out, don't we?
3 done in a studio sesh last week.
Wow. That is a lot. Well, it's certainly not harming the quality, because everything you guys put out sounds fantastic. It's, you know, the sound is great, the arrangement's great, the feel is great. I'm a big fan, and obviously many of our listeners are who are messaging today, and many of you out there are massive Hiast fans as well as fans of the label. So we've just got time to play probably one more track, and then we are going to come back and have a final chat about another couple of bits before Hiast take over the Hello Turntables for their very own hot mix right here at Select just after the break at 12. So this is a track we were actually talking about before we started the show. It's on Steve Robinson's fantastic label Scream Soda. It's by Atlos, who, did you say lives in Australia?
Sydney.
I see. Okay, I didn't know that. But again, another fantastic talented producer. This track is called Diamond on My Teeth, and it's right here on Select.
You want to do music? You want to do music? You want to do music? I would say to stay original, come from your heart. You want to do music? You want to do music? You want to do music? I would say to stay original, come from your heart. Hopefully you like doing it. do music, I would say just stay original, come from your heart. Hopefully you like doing it.
#1 house music station. In Select, we trust.
Okay, so that last track is one we're, myself and the Hiast guys in the studio here are both big fans of. That is Diamonds on My Teeth from Atlos. It's out now on Scream Soda Records. So if you like that, go get it. You can get it in all the usual places where you download or stream your music. So we've only got a few minutes left. So I very quickly want to ask you, what are you doing at the moment? What current projects are you working on?
We've got loads in the pipeline at the moment. We've been doing a lot of collabs and stuff and various other things. At the moment, we've got a release planned on the 1st of December on Black Riot, and that one's called Funk It Up.
Nice.
Shout out to Matthew Marshall on that one, because he reached out to us and said, "Oh guys, we'd love to get something from you. Is there anything sitting around?" But we literally had about 18 tracks, demos. Got them signed in 4 days.
Wow.
There was one left. Sent him, he's like, "I'll take it."
Wow.
So very lucky, but appreciate it, man.
Very good. What else?
So on the 29th of 29th of December, we've got a track coming out on High Reaction, Mac Bango's label, called Zinger. And Darren Marshall's doing a remix on that.
Wow.
Another artist that we rate really highly. So
yeah, me too.
Again, shout out to Darren.
Yep, shout out to you, Darren.
And then going on into the new year, we haven't got official dates, but confirmations with signed contracts. So we've got a collaboration coming out. We do know it's going to be early April, but we're not sure on a date. With Trim Tone, and that's going out on Nervous Records.
Lovely.
That's our third release on Nervous as well, so we're buzzing with that.
Yeah,
definitely.
And that's got vocals from Cordelia, who was big, and I can't remember that. Something Diva back in the 90s. Yeah. I can't remember. They did tell us and I've forgot. But Serial Diva or something like that back in the 90s. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's a bit different to our usual style, but I think people should like it still, hopefully.
Yeah. A remix for Cole Lawton, what we literally finished the other day. That's going out on Group 4.
Fantastic.
And then we're just going to take it as it comes, really, I think.
Yeah, we've got stuff lined up for our label and stuff as well, so we'll just evolve it as we go. But yeah, that's kind of what we've got officially agreed for the moment.
Perfect. And just again, for any kind of producers out there who want to submit tracks to the label, what were the email addresses to use?
So we've got demo at Third Room Records
and info at thirdroomrecords.com.
So all your producers out there, if you think the guys will like your style and if you think it's up to scratch, you can email them, and I'm sure the guys will give you feedback whatever happens,
or just drop us messages as well.
Yeah, we're always on the socials at Third Room Records.
At Third Room Records. Yeah. And your own Instagram, is that at Hiast UK?
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't follow already, go and follow. You can also keep up with what I'm doing at La Rosa UK, or if you are a follower of me and you didn't catch those details, you can drop me a line and I'll pass your details forward to the guys. But for now, we are heading into halftime, into the break in 1 minute. We'll be back straight after that with Hiast's very own Hot Mix, and I'm really looking forward to it. We'll introduce it at the start and ask a little bit more about what tracks are going to be featured. If you still have shouts and messages you want to get out, you can still get them in on text or WhatsApp on 07427 000 944. We'll do a couple after the break, but we'll save most of them for the end of the show at 1, just before the wonderful Kale Coleman takes over. For now, keep it locked to Select.
You want to do music? You want to do music?
This is Select. Select Saturdays. The sound of the UK's underground. This is Select.
Renovations Team, London's premier construction contractor. We specialise in high-end refurbishments and complete home makeovers. Based in Wandsworth, the family-run construction company has been building vision since 2015. Whether it's basements, extensions or loft conversions, we'll take your vision and give it a home. As we're expanding, Renovations Team is looking for experienced individuals to join us. Interested? Call 0208 6871 919 or email info@renovationsteam.co.uk. Renovations Team. You dream, we build.
Hello, listeners. Let's set the scene. The heating is on. The fire is lit. Mabel is sitting round a warm, cozy fire, listening to the radio. Everything is lovely.
Oh, yes. Splendid.
When all of a sudden, her favourite radio station disappears.
Oh, no. Catastrophe.
Whatever will the radio station do? Vocal STS Broadcast. STS Broadcast, specialists in broadcast systems and audio processing. Grab the attention of your audience and make your message heard crystal clear. Ensure your broadcasts sound professional and captivating, and stay on air with powerful audio for maximum impact. STS Broadcast provide remote and on-site support and have solutions to suit your budget. How can we help? You're listening to it. Take your broadcast to the next level. Visit our website at stsbroadcast.com or call 07423 400 720. STS Broadcast, specialists in broadcast systems and audio processing. From the microphone to the top of the tower, we've got it covered.
Elevation Access Scaffolding, the UK's #1 scaffolding contractor, providing a quality service you can trust, from domestic to commercial properties, priced at competitive rates. To find out more, why not give us a call on 07540 942 519. And for a 10% discount on all our services, just quote Select Radio or visit our website at elevationaccess.co.uk. Elevation Access Scaffolding. We will never let you down.
Hi, we're Above and Beyond, and you can catch our group therapy radio show in the wee hours of Sunday morning from 2 a.m. here on Select.
Out now on Abode Records, Don't Hurt. Debut release from the Cutting Edge founder Mikey. Available on all platforms now.
This is Magente, the latest track from Sassy B. Featured on the Reza Resonation Volume 10 compilation. Magente from Sassy B, out now on Simmer Black.
To advertise your brand or business on the radio, please contact our sales team now on info@selectradioapp.com.
Hey.
Number one for house and electronic music. Live from London to the world. This is Select.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
All right, this is Leon LaRosa live right here on Select from the capital. Now, it's a very exciting show today. As you know, we have studio guest Hiast in here with me. I'm very, very excited for them to take up the Select turntables for their very own hot mix. Now, what have you got in store for us, guys?
Yep, so we've got some exclusives from Third Room Records, the likes of Darren Marshall, Atlos, Moscat, and we've also got a few other things that we like and a couple of hours that you might not have heard of yet.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, everyone's looking forward to this. If you want to get your shout to messages in during the mix, you can be on the air towards the end of the show on 07427 000 944. That's for text and WhatsApp. They're coming through thick and fast. I'm going to pick out the best ones and you could be on the air at 1 o'clock just before Kate Coleman takes over. But for now, welcome Hiast to the Hot Mix.
Be a part of
want to be a part of music. Definitely my first love, my first true love came from listening to music. We'll be right back.
Select We Trust. music station. In Select, we trust.
So, this is Leon Rosa live right here on Select, and it only really remains for me to say thank you so much to Hiast for being on the show today. We'll have a little outro with them in a few minutes, but in the meantime, I've got to get to all the shouts that have come in during the hot mix. Now, I can't read all of them because there's been too many, but I just want to pick out the ones that have really caught my eye. So, Joey in Eastbourne is loving the show today. He really liked the exclusive Moscat remix we played earlier in the first half, so thank you very much for that, Joey. Hannah in Glasgow loved hearing about the Highlander in Ibiza. It brought back memories for her, it says. Hannah from Glasgow, who played at the Highlander. Could it be Miss Lang? Thank you very much for listening. David, working away in a warehouse in South London. Shout to everyone who's working hard on a Saturday. And Kelly says she's a big Hiast fan and loved hearing some of your backstory today. Matt in Manchester is grooving away in the kitchen at home. And Olivia, Bonnie and Tara are all starting to get ready for Camel Fat at Coco tonight. That was one of our picks for events. Select and Hiast are really getting them all in the mood. Thank you very much for that, ladies. Don't drink too much too soon. Be safe. And Tam, Matilda, Jack, Lily, Daisy, and the wonderful Just Jenna have all sent various messages with just, best wishes, fire emojis, you're smashing it, lad, all those kind of things to say how much they appreciate the music that's being played today by Hiast. Also, just coming in right at the end there is Miguel, who's listening to Select in the Algarve in Portugal. International listenership today. I hope you are well. I hope you're well. Luis Miguel, sorry, I'm just reading that without my glasses on. I hope you're all having fun. So, again, thank you very much also to Moscat for setting his alarm and getting up very, very early to listen to the show from Toronto. It's great to have you on board, as always, and great to play that new remix as well. Fantastic new remix. So, again, Hiast, where can people find you?
So we are at Hiast UK on all socials, and the label is at Third Room Records on all socials as well.
Perfect. So if you want to reach out to the guys with any new tracks and new information or anything like that, you know where to do it. You can keep up with what I'm doing on Instagram at LaRosa UK, and make sure you follow the station socials on Select at Select Radio app on all platforms. We've got about 5, 6, 7 or 8 minutes left, so time to slip in another track, I reckon, guys.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Keep it locked to Select.
UK's #1 house music station. In Select, we trust.
Okay, that really is the end of the show. So it only remains for me to say thank you very, very much for listening. I hope you've had fun. It's been a lot of fun in the studio. And thank you once again to Hiast for being my very special studio guests.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us, Leon. Really appreciate it.
No problem at all. So whatever you are doing this weekend, make sure you do it safely. And I will see you again, same time, same place, 11 a.m. next Saturday, right here on Select.